But let's take you straight from Nasrec to Krugersdorp now. And we have our SABC reporter, Molemo Waone, standing by to tell us more about that grisly story we carried a little bit earlier, the gang rapes of those victims in Krugersdorp. Molemo, good evening to you and welcome. Just such a terrible story. We heard the police minister briefing South Africa on a little bit earlier. What are the latest developments?
Good evening indeed. We are now at the Krugersdorp Police Station where we understand the minister is here engaging with the police authorities at this police station, and his visit here follows, as you've just said, an incident where 8 women were gang raped, and as the minister also has indicated that 3 have already been arrested, and it's suspected that they are Zamazamas. But we spoke to some of the residents here who are saying that they have actually been trying to engage with the police concerning the crime situation in this area, as it's really out of hand, and it seems like the police are also even afraid to tackle these guys. And I'm just gonna talk to 2 of them to just hear more on what really is going on in this area.
West Village is under siege. It is in the hands of terrorists from Lesotho, Basotho Nation. We've been trying to engage with the minister's office to try to get help. The police don't have the capacity to deal with these terrorists. We are talking about a well-organized syndicate. They are trigger-happy beings. Our lives are actually in the hands of trigger-happy beings. Every household in West Village has a story to tell. The minister, we've been asking the minister to come and engage with the community so that he sees the need to bring the South African National Defence Force in West Village, because that's what's needed to fight these people. We're talking about soldiers, ex-soldiers in their countries that are here. They are heavily armed, well-resourced. The police hence don't have the capacity to deal with them. If an incident happen in West Village during this hour, the police don't come. They themselves are afraid. We talk about a community that is neglected, it is rejected, it is abandoned by the South Africans that are in power, that can help. We are foreigners in our own country. We live in fear. We are scared. You ask a 4-year-old who's used to a gunshot, to them it's a norm. It's such a pity that this has to happen in order for the minister to hear our cries. This could have been avoided had he come by the time that we had asking him to come. We've been on this road from February, when you'd be receiving 8 deaths. When dead, this to us, it's a norm, because this is what we live with on a daily basis. Rape cases are reported, and it's just not rape, it is gang rape. And now women are actually even afraid to report these cases, because the people that are raping them, we see them, they are there, they talking to them. The police are not, there's no arrests that are made. And when you check with the national stats, with the crime statistics analysis, the stats are not accurate. There's one of the meetings that I had attended, from May till June, they have reported one number of deaths, and yet with us there's like over 10 number of deaths. Every day there's a rape case. Not even every day, maybe an hour there's a rape case that is happening in West Village. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad it had to come to this.
I had you actually expressing your concerns about the fact that now that this incident has happened, the police are here, the minister is here.
Ma'am, if you can see around us, it's just police cars, police, but they never come out when we need them. And in fact, they are afraid of these foreign nationals. And they get tipped off, the foreign nationals. In the morning when I go to school, I can tell you if there's a police raid going to happen or not. Because if there's nobody in the street, there's going to be a raid. If there's people in the street, zamazamas, as we call them, we know there's not going to be a raid. And they're not afraid. We were on site, me and Nicoline, today. I went to pick her up, and when I left, this is where the raid started this morning. And when I went to pick her up, they were already there again. And it's just continuing. We had many discussions with the Brigadier. The Brigadier's door is absolutely open to us, that I must say. But nothing happens. We had numerous discussions. I would say at least once every 2 weeks with the mayor. If we go and look where the people are staying, the grass was supposed to be cut in March. Okay? It's still long. So it's still an issue.
Okay. Are you confident that the minister's visit will perhaps, turn things around?
I'm hoping that this has actually shaken him, and hoping that what he's talking about, that the grass is long, because the grass is their home. That's where they stay. And we've been alluding this, we've been communicating that at least have the environment conducive for the people living in West Village, so that when there's no grass, there's no place for them to stay in, that the grass harbors them. And once you then cut off the grass, you lower the criminal elements, because actually these are not even criminal elements that we're talking about. I said to you, West Village is under siege. All we are asking for is our freedom as South African residents, taxpayers and voters in this country. We are asking to live in peace. We are asking to live freely from fear. It is not a place to even raise children, because the children are looking at these perpetrators. They see the lifestyle that they live, and they want to love that lifestyle. There's a high volume of school dropouts, because children then sees what's happening. That if uneducated people are able to live large, then what's the point of me going to school? This is just not about people dying every day. We are talking about the future generation of South Africa. Where would our children be if this continues? Then we have no future in South Africa.
I'm sorry.
Well, what you are hearing are concerns of a community living under siege, and who also, or which has also lost confidence in the police, who are supposed to be the custodians of their safety and security. But then they are saying that they are hopeful that now that the minister is here, perhaps things will, turn around.
Molemo, thank you very much for that update. It's just so hard listening to the community say, this has been going on. We have tried to raise the alarm. Nothing happens without political will, effectively, and more people every single day. Lives are on the line, and you just can't live a normal life. They wanted the SANDF to be there, and they hope that this incident has shaken the police minister. Well, we'll see how things develop.